Valentine's Day. And how could we do Valentine's Day without roses? You just can't. So we have this gorgeous display of roses that we have to have in every calendar shoot because it's our #1 seller. And you love them. My favorite flower. Oh my gosh, they're all my favorite flower. I think I say that about everything. Anyway, so I'm just going to go over your traditional dozen roses in a vase. You might learn something. I still think it's the most beautiful gift you can give is roses. In fact, it's what I take home most, is roses, after all these years. Isn't that funny? Flower food. I'm going to start out with our leather leaf. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do 4 stems. And we're going to create a natural frog. I've seen other people putting stuff in the bottom of the vase. I don't like that because it's too messy. So basically, you're just going to do one there and one across. So you're creating a frog. Nice natural knot there, so all your roses will stand up and look stunning. 1, 2, 3, 4. And sometimes what I do, if it's a nice big piece like this, I'll cut it into 2. I hate wastage. I like to use everything because every flower needs a home, and flowers are greenery. Green in the flower industry is our neutral, and that's what makes everything pop. So you want to have a nice amount in there. All right, and we're going to use a gorgeous Charlotte. And these are nice Charlottes, open up beautifully, and they just last for a long time. And I think they're fantastic. So, and be careful when you're dealing with Charlottes, because if you remove, or any rose I guess, don't remove too many of the leaves. Obviously below the water line is just perfect. Don't remove the thorns if you don't have to, because leaves and thorns act as a pump. And that's what pumps the water from here to here. And that's a really important thing to remember. Now what I'm doing is going to my tall part. Tall, northeast, southwest is how I describe it to anyone that I'm training. Where I got northeast, south, and then they'll have one west. And this starts giving you your really beautiful shape. And you can almost tell whether or not your shape's going to be okay. We'll cut that off because he's no good. Just by how your shape is looking. So if you have a wonky shape and it's all over the place, your vase is probably going to turn out all over the place. And this goes for anything that you're doing. You could be doing a dozen carnations, you could be doing a mixed bouquet. It's all about placement. And you just put the flowers where they belong. It's that simple. And we'll put another one here. Another one here. Oh, it's already looking. And I like to turn so you see all angles of it, because in your consumer's house, what they're going to do is put it in a living room or a kitchen. It's generally somewhere where they're going to be walking around looking at it from different angles. So you want to make sure that every angle looks as good. Now for those of you who have not seen the newest variety of, well, I'm not sure how new it is, but it's new to me, of the baby's breath. I'm using a baby's breath called New Love Baby's Breath, which I won't go back to the old stuff anymore. This is a wonderful cross between the Million Star Baby's Breath and the Perfecta Baby's Breath. As you can see, it has a beautiful bracts and very precise flowers like the Million Star, but it's fluffier like Perfecta. So how can you go wrong? So in all 3 of my stores, this is the only variety that I carry, because you have both sides of the coin. You can have your cake and eat it too, as they say. And now we're just going to place the baby's breath in there. Now you don't want it hanging off like this, nicely tucked in just so it looks pretty. And my recipe is about 1/7 of a bundle of baby's breath. And we say that because baby's breath is a weight item. It is not sold by stem count, it's sold by weight. So we have to say 1/7, and I do that for anything that's weighed and not stem counted, like status or mums, anything like that. All recipes. Look how gorgeous. Oh, don't you just want to take that home and make sure it's just in your house all the time? You're going to hear me say that a lot because I love flowers. Drives my staff crazy. They always say, Heather, you always say that about your flowers, and it's true because I feel the same way. I love them. There we go. Alrighty, isn't that gorgeous? Nice and straightforward. Now I like a different foliage in there aside from leather leaf. Leather is the ultimate staple, you gotta have it. But what also I love, I got it all tangled here, is salal. But what I find is with salal, I love leaf shine. This is my friend. I just like to give things a little bit of a sheen to it. And not all the time, you don't always have to shine things up. I just do that on certain designs. And I find with a dozen roses, it just gives it a beautiful texture. Anytime you can make something a little bit shinier, all the better for you. A little more. Can't have everybody spraying. Oh my gosh, you'd all pass out. Alrighty. So happy Valentine's Day. There's a beautiful traditional dozen roses in a vase, and I hope you like it, and I hope you learned something.